Georgia Now and Comp Waivers. A complete step-by-step guide for families. What they are, who qualifies, how to apply, how approval works, traditional versus participant direction. Includes DBHDD contacts, fiscal agent information, practical checklists, call scripts, and ready-to-use forms. Updated, January 4, 2026. About the author. Ivona Bolt is a full-time caregiver, full-time employed professional, wife, mother, and long-standing advocate for her adult son with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Like many families, Ivona entered Georgia's Medicaid waiver system overwhelmed by fragmented information, inconsistent guidance, and unclear expectations. While navigating the Now and Comp waivers, she experienced firsthand how easily families can become discouraged, often before the process truly begins. Instead of giving up, Ivona committed to learning the system in real time, documenting calls, tracking deadlines, and understanding how decisions are actually made. Through persistence and informed advocacy, she successfully secured waiver approval for her son and learned how to operate within a system that was never designed to be simple. This guide exists because of that journey. Every checklist, explanation, and script reflects real-world experience, not theory. The goal is simple: to help families move forward with clarity, confidence, and the information they need to advocate effectively for their loved ones. Disclaimer: this guide is for informational purposes only and is based on publicly available Georgia Medicaid and DBHDD resources. It does not constitute legal advice. Program rules, policies, and procedures may change. Always confirm current requirements with your DBHDD Regional Field Office, Support Coordinator, and Financial Support Services, FSS provider. Table of Contents. Quick Start. What to do first. What the Now and Comp waivers are. Eligibility. Who qualifies. The planning list and how slots open. How to apply, step by step. How approval works, and how to strengthen your case. After approval. Building your ISP and budget. 2 service routes. Traditional versus participant direction. Participant direction. Complete playbook. Roles explained. Participant representative, paid caregiver. Fiscal agent/FSS providers. DBHDD contacts, main office and regions. Call scripts, checklists, and templates. Forms. FAQs. Glossary. Sources and official references. Quick start. What to do first. If you are just starting, follow these steps in order. Do not overthink the process. Locate your DBHDD Regional Field Office by county and contact Intake and Evaluation. Request the I/DD Services application and confirm how to submit it. Submit the application with diagnostic documentation and signed releases. Request placement on the Now/Comp planning list and confirm it in writing. Maintain a paper trail, dates, names, and summaries of every interaction. If there is risk of institutional placement or family breakdown, ask about urgent or crisis pathways. What the Now and Comp waivers are. The New Options Waiver, NOW, and Comprehensive Supports Waiver, COMP, are Georgia Medicaid Home and Community-Based Services, HCBS, waivers for individuals with intellectual and/or developmental disabilities. These programs provide services in the home and community as an alternative to institutional care. Key differences at a glance. Now waiver. Lower funding cap. Designed for individuals who can be safely supported at home with moderate assistance. Comp waiver. Higher funding cap. Intended for individuals with more intensive medical, behavioral, or supervision needs. Both waivers are administered by DBHDD and require Medicaid eligibility. Eligibility. Who qualifies? Eligibility generally requires all of the following. Georgia residency. A qualifying intellectual disability, diagnosed before age 18, or related developmental disability with onset before age 22. Significant limitations in adaptive functioning. Need for an ICF/ID level of care. Important. Eligibility does not guarantee immediate access. Waiver slots are limited, and many individuals remain on the planning list for extended periods. The planning list and how slots open. The planning list places individuals in line for available waiver slots. Slots typically open due to new state-funded allocations, vacant slots, Priority placements related to crisis or urgent need. Being on the planning list is essential, even if approval may take time. How to apply? Step by step. Contact your DBHDD Regional Intake and Evaluation Unit. Obtain and complete the I/DD Services application. Gather documentation, diagnostic reports, medical records, school records, behavior/safety documentation. Submit the packet as instructed. Attend all required screenings and assessments. Confirm application completion and planning list placement. How approval works and how to strengthen your case. Approval decisions are based on documented need, not diagnosis alone. Helpful strategies include maintaining weekly care logs, using functional language in provider documentation, documenting safety risks and supervision needs, ensuring consistency across medical, educational, and DBHDD records, documenting caregiver strain or risk of placement. After approval, building your ISP and budget. Once a waiver slot is assigned, confirm waiver type and effective dates. Select a support coordination agency. Participate in ISP planning meetings. Ensure services reflect actual needs. Retain copies of all authorizations and budgets. Traditional versus participant direction. Families may receive services through traditional agency-based services. Agency hires and manages staff. Agency handles payroll and compliance. Less paperwork, less control. Participant direction, self-direction. Family manages care and staffing. Fiscal agent handles payroll processing. Greater control, greater responsibility. Participant direction, critical guidance. Participant direction requires clear role separation, timely training, and strict documentation. Key rules include representative and paid caregiver cannot be the same person. Training certificates expire after 120 days. Services start only on the first of the month. Documentation must be retained for 6 years. Fiscal agent/financial support services. Fiscal agents process payroll and tax reporting, but do not manage daily operations. Families remain responsible for staffing, schedules, and compliance. DBHDD contacts. Families should begin with their Regional Intake and Evaluation Unit. Contact information is included later in this guide for all DBHDD regions. Forms, checklists, and templates. This guide includes caregiver daily logs, weekly care summaries, incident reports, planning list trackers, participant direction compliance checklists. These tools are designed to help families remain organized, audit-ready, and confident in their advocacy. Frequently asked questions. Does everyone who qualifies receive a waiver immediately? No. Now and comp are not entitlement programs. Is support coordination required under participant direction? Yes. Support coordination remains mandatory. Can family members be paid caregivers? Often yes, when properly authorized and enrolled. Glossary and references. A full glossary and official source list is included to support accuracy and further research.